Yeah, we're gonna have to put the top up for this one. Local legend vlog. We back. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Real nigga radio.
I don't trust words no more, my nigga. I trust motherfucking action. A nigga can make his motherfucking mouth say anything. How he moves tells me everything. Bon Simmons, talk to these lame ass niggas.
Alright, peace, y'all. Peace and love. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Bon Simmons. We back with another local legend vlog. You know what I mean? This is like part 4 right here. This time we're gonna be talking about Smack DVD, BMF. Now the end off with the BMF, right? I'm gonna have to base that with the Smack DVD, because Smack had the relationship with BMF, and I was just with them because I was with Smack, you know what I mean? So I gotta state that first. But I would have to start with my relationship with Shay Davis. Let's get introduced by shout out to Chanella, man, a female in common from Southside, you know what I mean, that I went to school with and all that, and that he knew. Just so she find out like a couple weeks later, we also bump heads in the studio, because the studio that I'm going to record at is the same studio here recording at too. So we wind up just linking. You know what I mean? These the dudes that had the studio. Shout out to S&M Records, Power, Great, and them. They was from Rosedale, where Smack is from Rosedale too. It's like a more residential part of Queens. You know what I'm saying? It's Jamaica, Queens. It's just not exactly South Side. Like, you know what I'm saying? 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's more residential. You know what I mean? So Shay is from the Bronx, really, but his Queens roots is kind of Rosedale. You know what I mean? So he knew them Rosedale dudes and all that. I just knew them from trying to find a studio, a place to record, you know what I'm saying, outside of the hood, and try to get focused on music, you know what I mean, at this point. So it's crazy because we bump heads back to the studio. So now he already had Smack, because Smack was coming to his trials with him and all that, you know what I mean. They had a relationship, like, yo, if you beat this trial, I got you. I'm starting up this DVD thing. So they already had that relationship, and that was already working. So once we met the first time in Southside, then we met back at the studio. He's hearing, you know what I'm saying, music I'm doing in the studio and shit. So he's like, yo, damn. So nigga's nice. Like, Punch was a couple years older than me, probably like 5 years older than me. You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, this kid is nice or whatever. So he's like, yo, you might as well fuck with me. With this. So I didn't really have nothing going on at that point. So I'm like, yeah, bet, I'm down. So now this is OTF, you know what I mean? So we started, like, yo, he had a name from jail, whatever, you know, whatever they had, but it wasn't music related. So like, yo, we could call it OTF. And you know what I mean, Smack started featuring him on the Smack. That's when he came. I think this was like the 3rd Smack DVD he came out with the video on. These days don't make no sense. How the fuck crime don't pay when it pays my rent? You know what I'm saying? I've been robbing since the age of 6, running out of grocery stores, bubble gum and chips, like, you know what I mean? And it just went crazy, like everybody, you know what I'm saying? It was like, so, you know, we started doing more videos. We did the little skit tie-up. We took a scene from Paid in Full. You know what I mean? We did our OT. So we just grinding, you know what I mean? And it's coming together like that. So, you know, obviously, you know, we did this for a couple years. So obviously I developed a relationship with Smack, my own relationship with Smack. You know what I mean? So now we got our own, you know, as anything work, you know what I mean? I bring somebody in, you know what I mean? Y'all gonna develop your own relationship. It may not be as strong as ours, you know. It may not be. It may be predicated on ours, but it's still nonetheless a relationship of y'all own. You know what I mean? So at this point, me and Smack started developing our own relationship. You know what I mean? We start, you know, we hanging out at each other's crib. We you know, to get this footage, we outside. So we, you know, we hanging out with all the artists. We outside every night. We in the city. We turning up. We different cities, different states. You know what I mean? We traveling, we working, we grinding, we building, you know what I'm saying? And it's growing beautifully, you know what I mean? Now we starting to acquire fans, you know what I mean? People signing autographs, and people was, you know what I mean? It went from Smack looking for artists to now artists. I went out with Smack, you know, because that's why you hear artists saying, like, it's dangerous being an artist, you know what I mean? And I don't agree with that. I just feel like, I mean, it's dangerous, but it's not the most dangerous job. I feel like the energy you put out there, because on the Smack in them days, like, you know, I was on the Smack with the guns. I'm the little nigga with the long clips on the Smack, and you know what I mean, and acting foolish and crazy, and a lot of things start transpiring after that, like, you know what I'm saying? People start putting guns on Smack, and then people started getting locked up, and things started happening with the DVDs, and it got hot, kind of like it's going on with the internet now. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying? So I curse these little niggas out now and be like, yo, y'all dumb. But they, even though they doing extra now than we did. But let me not digress. Let me stay with the story. So now, boom. So the first time we ever went out with Smack, because I'm realizing, like, you know what I mean, going outside, like, and interacting with these people, and then they looking at us as street dudes and gangsters, and they greeting us with this energy, you know what I'm saying? So I remember, but this was the first, before we was on the Smack DVD, when, you know, we still just, you know, in the beginning, early stages of me dealing with Smack. This is the first time that we ever went out, actually. You know what I'm saying? And we probably went out, it might have been like 10 of us, but the way we walked in the club, it could have looked like Smack was by himself, because it was like, I guess we was all coming from down the block, maybe some was walking faster than others, so Smack walked in, and I'm like 5 feet behind him, and then there's like people behind me, like, you know what I'm saying, 5 feet behind me even, like it was kind of spread out the way we going in. So Smack walks in, and when Smack walks in, a dude jumps right on his back, come from behind, not jump on his back physically, but like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, what up, yo, you Smack, you know what I mean, like, so he running down on me, he arguing with him, boom, it looked like he trying to press my son, you know what I mean, so, I mean, tell him, like, yo, you owe me, Brad, so basically, then I drove it out too long, he's telling Smack that he owe him, I guess this guy's a concert promoter, and he threw a concert at Nassau Coliseum and paid a bunch of artists to come to this concert. Smack gets in there, however, probably gets footage, tapes it, all this exclusive, throws it out, DVD is popping. So now son like, hold up, wait, know what I'm saying? You owe me bread, I paid for this concert, this is my, know what I mean? So he coming at Smack like that. I didn't care. Jumped on his back, not, know what I mean, literally, but jumped on his back, saying, what the fuck you talking about? Fuck out my man's face. So he turning to me like, he trying to explain, like, nah, son, he owed me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Get the fuck out my man's face for niggas put your ass down out here. Like, know what I mean? So, boom, barked his ass back up the tree like a kitten, you know what I'm saying, almost. And that's like one of the points I remember, like, me, you know what I'm saying? Me and Smack, like, yeah, like, nah, son, son official, like, you know what I'm saying? So, now Smack fuck, you know what I mean? So, plenty incidents like that of us going out, you know what I'm saying? But this is incident one, first time I remember. This is a funny little story. Like, not to say Smack wouldn't stand up for himself, but nah, I'm not saying that, but that's just how that went. Like, you know what I mean? So, down for the cause. This, you know what I'm saying? Fast forward. I'm telling you now, the artist is looking for Smack to do the DVDs. So, I'm hearing about, I can't tell you the extent of Smack and BMF's relationship, because I don't know the origins of their relationship. I just know, me being Smack man, I'm saying when I first heard of BMF was, you know what I'm saying, these dudes is paying Smack. Now mind you, Smack was like a DVD magazine, so it was a bunch of different, you know what I'm saying, music stuff related, music artists and videos and a lot of things going on the Smack DVD. But these dudes wanted their own Smack, just DVD. Them on it. So I don't even know what they discussed with Smack. I mean, I just knew Smack did a whole DVD on them dudes. You know what I mean? It was crazy. So later on, like, I guess probably a couple months after that, he's going to get some more footage to even put them on another DVD. That's why when you see a lot of that footage that you see, a Big Meat saying, like, you'll never see another crew like this much niggas, this much money, say won't get along, like, you know what I'm saying?
No other
all
crew
that
like this in the world, and never will be another.
That's us right there, holding black. That tape and that blue, all of them, like, that's, a lot of that footage is Smack footage. That's, you know, that's not the footage that got niggas in. I mean, a lot of that is Smack. So they fly us out to the Source Awards to hang out with them for the weekend and do some, you know what I'm saying, catch some videos and, you know what I mean, interviews, whatever. It's the Source Awards, so all the artists gonna be down there. Come ball out there. We fly out there. Billboard, crazy. I mean, I can't, it is gonna take too long to tell every story of the weekend, but I'm just gonna say key themes, like the love that they showed. You could be around niggas that you don't know, and niggas treat you like they don't know you, and that's not even really necessarily a bad thing. But you're in a situation with niggas you don't know, and you just feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you don't know niggas, so you gotta be a certain way. Yo, these niggas just show love. They treated me like they treated Smack, bro. That's just real nigga shit. I don't hear too much stories about BMF shitting on niggas like none of that. I know for me being around them niggas, nobody looked at me like, fuck is this nigga doing? Everybody was showing teeth and palms, man. It was all love, man. Like, we in a club, big crates of bottles of ice, like, yo, grab, I don't got bottles in my hand, 2 bottles, like, crazy love, man. Like, and mind you, this is a town where it's an event. So it's an award ceremony in this town. So, you know, at this time, it's like, say, All-Star Weekend comes to the town, nigga, like, it's going to be a lot of artists there. So it's a lot of things going on. So every day, night, you know what I'm saying, with different art, I mean, leading up to the awards and probably after and all that. So all this is going on, right? Now, I said the love already, right? I can't overstate that. I'm understating it. But and that's just coming from kind of from like a spiritual standpoint too, that niggas don't show love like that. And I'm from New York. I'm a New York nigga, so I ain't even know love like that exists, kind of. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas was balling, like, money out of control, like 30 niggas in the club, all with the white tees, BMF on the white tees, standing on top of bars. I mean, like, shutting up. You know what I'm saying? Like, mansion parties with chefs. To the fast forward to the ceremony, right? To the actual Source Awards. Now we go into where the Source Awards at, right? These niggas pull up Lambos, crazier cars than all the artists. So now we pull up. So we get to the ceremony where the awards is at. Right now, I think maybe like Meech, Smack, maybe they had tickets. But I know some of us, me, Shaq, I ain't had no ticket. Couple niggas ain't had no ticket. So they got the actual, like, you know, you go in this place, it's like they got the hall with the seats and all that, the auditorium shit with the seats and all that, where they doing the actual awards hall, but that's in the auditorium place. So outside of the, you know what I'm saying, everybody mingle, it's just mad, you know what I mean? It's famous plenty real quick, right? I try to sneak in the award ceremony. I goes into the we in the shit, like, you know what, because at this point it's pretty much free to just walk around in there while the setup and all that, because the award ceremony ain't started yet and the people ain't even sitting in their seats, kind of like empty and shit. So we going in, boom, I try to pick a seat early, you know what I mean? Stupidly, I sit in the front. Met Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson came over. Yo, you sitting in my seat, bro. So I played a few more musical chairs switching, and then that shit happened to me a couple more times too. Eventually, it gets found out I don't have a ticket. Now I got to get out of there. So really, I'm in the lounge area, the bar area, all that shit. Most of the time, right? You can hear everything through the, you know what I mean? But we chilling with a lot of the BMF dudes, you know, just giving game. And it's crazy. Niggas talking about the feds and all that, like, knew the feds was watching them and all that, like, crazy. It was crazy. But like I said, I never heard of these dudes. Like, it was crazy because, I know I keep saying it was crazy. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. I don't know if I partied that hard. I definitely didn't before. I don't know if I partied that hard since then, boy. Free Big Meech, man. I'm coming to that party. That's gonna be a party. When Meech come home, his party, because Meech is a party nigga. You know what I'm saying? Of course he ain't just what he is. You know what I mean? But he was big on that party shit. Nigga, when that nigga come home, nigga's gonna be the party of all parties. And I'm going. And don't let your bitch back to the story. This is when I knew too. This is when I realized the power of Smack. We sat there kicking it. Shout to BK, Roy, all those, you know what I'm saying? J-Bo, Blue Da Vinci, all those dudes, man, that showed us hella love, man. And Blue even came to New York a couple times and kicked it with us. So I even spent more time around Blue than, you know what I'm saying, than probably any other BMF dude, and BK Roy. And shout to my son, what's his name? Tone, shout to Tone, who was fucking with BMF too, man. He still be promoting in the city too. I seen Power Smack that night because after the award ceremony, after it was over, and everybody started rushing back into the lounge area we was at. You know what I mean? Doors open, you see just mad famous people coming in, and you start seeing like other people with their cameras. Back then, everybody carried the big cameras, so you seeing other publications of it, DVDs, XXL, this hip hop, you know what I mean? Is trying to catch interviews with the people as they coming out. So they saying, yo, they saying their name, yo, asking questions like, you know, like press do. So I'm seeing mad famous people come out and they talk to the camera like, oh, I forgot we had smack camera, so I had smack camera too. So I grabbed the camera, big ass camera, I go over there, a little hood nigga with a camera. All these other people, I mean, people looking like professional journalists. I did that shit, boom. And I just said, yo, smack DVD, cut the camera. And that's when I knew, like, everybody started coming to my camera, man. Leaving where they was at, coming to my camera, like, wow. Yo, smack, giving they drops, like, wanting to be on smack, like, know what I mean, famous people, like, Suge Knights, the Tysons, like, Queen Latifah, like, mad people, like, I was just like, oh, damn. I mean, that's when I really realized, like, yo, we popping. Because, you know, you can't really tell. When you popping and everybody's watching you, you know everybody watching you, but you don't know how that feels sometimes until you get, you know what I'm saying? Until you see that close up. It's crazy because lastly, like, I just remember when I went home from that weekend, man, I told everybody about BMF. You know what I'm saying? I told everybody about BMF. I was like, yo, it was these niggas, like, yo, these niggas is crazy. Right after that, like a couple months later, they started to blow up. And everybody started seeing them. Like, you know what I'm saying? After that Smack DVD dropped, and them niggas start going ham, and then Blue started doing songs with Fab, and they started popping, being a presence. But, you know what I'm saying? I got a brief, you know what I'm saying, watch of that, knowing, like, them dudes wasn't like, no, you know, crew, a lot of crews you hear, you know, be taking niggas out, gotta use intimidation and shit. Rightfully so, because niggas gonna test you, and it's hard to do it without that. But I'm starting to think Meech was right. You ain't never seen a crew like that before, and you won't, again, not niggas, not that many niggas and that much money. Or they gonna fall out over something, especially if they just out here showing love to everybody. And you ain't clipping niggas and busting niggas' heads and letting niggas know. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long, man. That was a quick little local legend joint. Next time we gonna get into Suge Knight. A few more things coming up, man. But thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in, man. If y'all watch this whole thing, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Watching this, man, take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. You hear me? It's your boy Bon Simmons, man. Head over to TNR way and get you some of this gear, man. Teach and reveal, you heard? Yeah. Peace.
Real nigga radio. I don't trust words no more, my nigga. I trust motherfucking action. A nigga can make his motherfucking mouth say anything. How he moves tells me everything. Bon Simmons, talk to these lame ass niggas, dawg.